Good morning, everyone. Matthew with Be Different. So we are super excited. The shirts came in. We like how they turned out. They're a 60-40 cotton polyester, respectively, blend. So the idea there was to make sure there was minimal shrinking when you wash them. I don't plan on drying them just because this is the only shirt that I'm utilizing from the batch that came. So I want to make sure it lasts a very long time, because I'll be wearing it a very long time. So, not every day, of course. Obviously, I need to wash it sometime, but drying it wise and longevity, because I plan for this company to grow and for God to do His work in this company and to be able to bless other people, for us to sponsor Christian events, for us to give to charity, to give to the churches. So, there's a lot of big plans for this company. I don't know where God's going to take it, but I know that if I give it over to Him, He will grow it in the way that He sees fit. So I'm not worried about anything, but I know that I'm just going to keep pushing forward and let God minister to people, let God see and let God show other people what He's about. And it's about transforming your way of thinking. It's about transforming your behaviors and actions into what God would like. So on to the, one thing. If you see the pictures for in the store, this is an extra large on me, so it seems to fit pretty true to size as far as extra large goes. I'm a little bit bigger in the chest area, so I have a hard time finding shirts, and the shoulder is wider, so it's harder to find shirts that actually fit my shoulders, and these fit really nicely. So I was impressed with the way they came out. I never saw the shirts when I ordered them. I just saw the design, but I trusted the guy who put them together for me, so he did a great job. And on the women's, my wife is wearing a double XL. She is a little larger up top, so that's one reason why she has the larger size on. So women, just be on the lookout for that. So anyway, on to the Devo today. So today, guys, I really want to emphasize relationship with God. And I know that my relationship isn't what it should be, or at the level it should be at. And I know God is working with me. I'm trying more and more to put Him first in everything. And a lot of times I just want that control. I just want to be able to, no, let me turn that knob. Let me turn that knob. And he's like, no, man, if you turn that knob, you may not like what happens. And the problem is, I'm not giving all my cares and concerns over to Him, my things that, and I got a few irons in the fire right now. So it's like, okay, God, I'm waiting, and you keep repeating it, and He's like, I know. So it's, He's telling us to wait for a reason, and frankly, I don't understand it. And when I get to heaven, I promise you, I'm going to ask Him that. Be like, why'd you make me wait so long? I could have done all these things. And, it's His timing is perfect. And if you have a relationship with God, you can rest in His peace, knowing that He's in control. And that is a huge struggle for me. If you ask my wife, if any of you know my wife, she will tell you openly, I struggle with that. And it's funny because we have to be very transparent. We're marriage mentors at the church. We have several good friends that we are very open and honest with. Everyone run into, we will tell you our life story out in the open, because you know what? Those stories transform lives. Those stories can identify with other people and their struggles. So we want to be as transparent as possible for God. We want them to see, hey, yes, we have screwed up. We've messed up. But you know what? God can make something beautiful out of a mess. And He really has. And my wife and I's relationship has grown, has flourished, just from the past mistakes that we've made. And so the same thing, we want our relationship with God to grow and flourish. And it could be a mess right now. You could be like, man, my relationship with God is nothing. It doesn't even exist. And you know what? He's just waiting. He's like, come on, man, let's talk. Let's pray to me. I want to hear what's on your heart. Even though He knows, He still wants you to speak it. Still wants you to pray about it, because what it does is it gets it off of your chest and onto His plate. It's like, Lord, I can't I can't figure all this out, so you're going to have to take control. And you can't pray it once and expect that it's just going to happen. Yeah, that may happen every once in a while. But truthfully, we as humans like to replay things in our mind and how we could have done better and what could we change and what can we do now. And so it's important more now than ever that you pray to him every time you think about it. And I'm learning to do that, because then it's like, all right, the devil has no place. He can't whisper in your ear, "Oh, God's not really doing anything." Well, that's not really true. He's waiting on his perfect timing. And like I said in previous videos, God may not be early, but he is definitely never late. So as you grow in your relationship with God, he will, talk to you. He'll speak to you in a little, still, small voice. Unfortunately, it's not a really loud trumpet, but it's a still, small voice, and he'll speak to you, and you'll know that it's him. You'll feel that little kind of push. That's how I feel it. I feel kind of, what will happen is when he's talking to me, my chest gets kind of heavy. It feels like someone's got their foot just lightly on my chest, like pushing down. And that's how I know he's talking to me, and he's wanting me to pay attention. And it's always been that way. What happens is my throat gets kind of heavy toward the bottom, and then all of a sudden I kind of feel my chest get kind of heavy. And it's a unique feeling. Everybody's got their own way of knowing. But for me, that's my relationship with God. That's how I know that he's speaking to me, that he wants me to pay attention. He's like, hey. So anyhow, I encourage you guys today to bolster your relationship with God. Focus on him. Pray about everything that concerns you, because it matters to him. And not only that, your relationship to God is important, because then you can share your relationship with God with other people. And those relationships are very important, so that way we can lead them to the Lord and to him. So, all right, guys, today be different. Super excited about what's to come. I'll talk soon.